Today, we are going to talk about why the worldwide token is failing. And I have 20 reasons why that is the case. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss this one. Never fear, because the Greek is here. Welcome back, Greek Army. I'm the Greek with another video for you. Never fear, because this Greek is here. If you like what I do, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I release the newest, greatest, best content out there. Today, we're going to talk about the worldwide token and how it is failing. And one reason why I want to make this video is I'm sick and tired of seeing people in Daniel's Discord or other people saying, if Greek wasn't around, the token would make it. If Greek wasn't here, if Greek wasn't dissing, this is what would happen. But I want to show you why worldwide token is failing, and every single reason will not come back to the Greek. Okay? It will go to Daniel PRADO, his ineptitude, his ways of being the worst CEO ever, and why I've been looking out for you this whole entire time. Okay? That is why, after I give these reasons, maybe it will open up some eyes on some of you and you'll be like, whoa, what was I thinking? Wow, this was truly not good. So let's get to it, because I got 20 reasons why worldwide token is failing. The first one, starting off at a low pre-sale. Remember the pre-sale when he raised like 380 something BNB. I don't know the exact numbers, so don't go, it doesn't matter, here or there. Then he decided to do a 10th of that, okay, which was a very low number, starting off with low LP on a rebasing token. Not the best start. And also, starting off with 49% of all money raised in the pre-sale going to LP and 51% going to the treasury. That's not the best start. Already, that's one decision that has altered the course of worldwide token. You can be like, Greek, it's okay, we made it. Okay. Number two, when the token was early on in existence, Daniel PRADO decided to do boom month. And he did that where he raised it to 2% rebasing before allowing the LP to really get established. That was way too early for a boom month, and that was mistake number 2. Now, number 3. Part of the problem with this is the white paper. Certain things are supposed to go to certain allocations, like LP, buybacks, and burns, and it doesn't do that. So there hasn't been additions to the LP on a consistent basis as the white paper had originally stated, and it's bad. Using the taxes the way they're not originally stated, and then every time it's brought up, all the time is, oh, I need the money. We need money to do this. We need money to do that. No, you wrote a white paper. Use the taxes the way they're allotted. Okay, if 10% is broken down for a buy and sell tax, and 3% is supposed to go to the world pool, which is the only thing that's actually happening, and this is supposed to go here, and this is supposed to go to LP, this is supposed to go, do it. Okay? Number 4, overcommitting and running before you could walk by acquiring debt. And what I mean by this is, even before his token was on its own merit, being able to walk and go out there and do things, he was acquiring nodes, acquiring debt, which he still hasn't paid to this day, which should worry all of you. Oh, but I've already got an agreement with everybody. It's okay. No, it's not okay. You needed to get off on the right foot, and you didn't. And that also goes back to my point number 1, when you didn't start off with enough of a pre-sale, because you had all this debt. So you think you would have wanted, since you were keeping 51, wanted to keep the biggest portion for yourself, but you really handcuffed your protocol. Hate to say it, you did handcuff your protocol. I said it from the moment you went to 1/10. You can ask anybody, but you won't, because I was saying that he handcuffed himself because, numbers don't lie. I was shocked that you do that. Now, number 5 might have been the biggest mistake I have seen so far. Who remembers the first NFTs? The one where they couldn't even make their own new NFTs because you could tell it was rushed. So they used LSC NFTs that still had Seifu X on them. Okay. Now what I mean by this is he sold NFTs. You guys got excited. You bought them. That's great. They raised about $20,000. Yeah. And none of that went to the LP, but yet the NFTs themselves added 50,000 tokens, close to that, in circulation. Does no one see the issue here? None of that NFT money went into the LP, but you added 50,000 in circulation. And you guys bought them up like sliced bread, like it was the greatest thing ever. This is going to change world. And that was a huge, huge mistake. And remember, every single token in this project that's added to circulation without LP backing, what happens in this project? Rebasing. So it compounds and compounds and compounds. So if you added 50,000 then, I don't even know what it's rebased out to now because you keep changing that value. But that's not here or there. Now, mistake number 6. Doing an exchange with absolutely no research in hopes it would raise the price. Well, you just thought, I'm going to do the coin store exchange. I'm just going to do that. That decision, pathetic. But what was even worse is that NFT sale that got that $20,000, you used a contract that your map knew had issues, okay? And you got the coins locked in that contract, so you couldn't use them. Rather than waiting till you got everything unlocked to go into the exchange, you gave the exchange tokens to then sell into your chart to then get the money so that you can get listed on Coin Store Exchange. Now, that further took away LP, and then within a few days, you want it off a Coin Store Exchange. So you wasted all that money by giving them free tokens that they sold into your chart, hurting your holders. And your holders were okay with this somehow. But it got even worse. It got even worse from there. That was just, I just don't understand how people kept doing it. So you got off the exchange, you realized. Number 7, doing airdrops to over 800 people, making token look like a joke. From the outside, everybody knew you were doing this. You can go on BSC scan, and whenever you look at the holders, nobody else is growing on this rebasing token. It's like the top 200. We know where your actual holder account is, and it just makes it look bad. Doing all these airdrops, you don't have to fake it. Don't fake it. Don't fake it. Number 8. Once funds are unlocked from NFT, proceed to waste them on fake YouTubers. So finally, after the coin store debacle, you got the funds unlocked. Okay? And what did you do? We're going to do the magic marketing. We're signing with this marketing company in Web3. Horrible. They chose all these fake YouTubers with fake engagement. It was pathetic. You didn't gain a single holder. It was god-awful. Okay, their likes, they had like 6,000 views with 20 likes, this one guy. And then all of a sudden, in the next 200 views, he got 500 likes. Don't ask the Greek. Don't ask the Greek. So that was that. Number 9, further giveaway tokens to the community for videos. So then, once that was going on, you said, I'm going to give anybody who does a world video tokens. And it was just funny because none of your holders have the cojones to do a video on World unless they're getting free World for doing that video. Like they believe in it so much that they'll only do it for stuff. Like me and you used to do videos for Seifu. We didn't get paid for those videos. We did them because we believed in the project, which is, yeah, you paid for them. Those views would just get viewed by the same people. So it was the same 20 people recycling those views in your own Discord. Go like this. No, none of them had any reach. It wasn't going to go anywhere. I mean, search worldwide token, you get all my videos. Like it's a joke. So you continued to give out free tokens for that. And those are still compounding to this day, which is not good. No LP backing. Number 10, start bogus worldwide token weed store NFTs before you actually had a store. Now, this one is serious because this is borderline criminal. You didn't even have the store locked in, and you were already selling NFTs. And you went online saying, oh, the store, when it's up and running and we're going to do this. And you were already talking about store number 2, store number 3, and how they're going to be the 39ers, whatever it was, the 89ers, the 69ers, the 49ers. I don't even know what you were talking about. But that was borderline criminal. Okay, you sold NFTs, but that wasn't even the worst about that thing. You decided to build some buzz for said NFTs, and you did a giveaway. For every $1,000, you were going to give away 15 NFTs, and you said you didn't care how it was done, which shows where your passions lie, because all you care about is volume, and you've made that very clear. You don't care about price. So you were basically telling people, if you sell $1,000 worth of world and then buy back in with that same 1,000, you'll get 15 NFTs. I did the math. 300 NFTs were probably give away NFTs out of that. Okay? But the price tanked because everybody's buying and selling, but you get the taxes. You don't give a crap. That was just terrible. Number 12, trading competitions that are pointless. You continue to do these trading competitions, which only lower price because it's the same people just wanting free world. They will wash trade back and forth just to get free world, and at the end, they net more world. People in your community have said this is bad to you, but you don't care. Number 13, taking world off his main channel and going silent. But Greek, I'm talking about world. I'm doing it on my secondary channel. Yeah, you have 400 subscribers. You have absolutely no reach. Why? And you don't even put world in your thumbnail. Why are you so embarrassed of your token? I'm just going to say that that's a mistake for your project. Okay? Number 14, making Discord an echo chamber and threatening to ban all naysayers. Remember the good old check this box if you want to stay. And luckily they have to talk you out of that because you just react on emotions. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Even to this day, people just are like, oh, we got to agree with him. And it creates an echo chamber. Nobody's willing to stand up to you or say anything that you're doing wrong on your holders because they're afraid they'll get banned. 15, never listening to anyone and thinking you are always right. This is the problem with you. You don't think things through. You think you're always right. You think you have solved everything in this world. You think only you know what's best for your holders. Not the case. Start listening to some people. 16, raising rebases to 2% and doing a halving every 3 months when LP is dangerously low. LP was at $9,000. And your thought was, let's raise rebasing to 2%. I'm just perplexed. This is borderline criminal. When I saw this, I was losing my crap. I went to people who know math, and I'm like, does this make any sense? And they were like, no, this looks like a guy who's given up, who's trying to trash his own token so he can blame other people or something. I don't know what's going on with this one. This one's just baffling to me. And so far it has worked because your holders don't sell their rebases and they don't care. They just claim, I'm getting this much money a day, but they're not realizing any of it. Finally, in the past few days, people are starting to sell rebases. I'm seeing it. It's about 7 or 8 people a day. I'm noticing it. But the big holders, no, they want to grow as much world as possible. And it's going to be a race to sell. Just saying. Just saying. Number 17 reason. Rebasing in general, I shouldn't have to say anything. You're adding LP, you're adding circulating supply without LP constantly. Now, this on its own is bad, but when you keep giving away tokens like you are, it's just terrible. Like, you give away so many tokens, and I've did the math, and I've figured 50% of the tokens that are in circulation have been given away. And when you factor in the rebasing that those have done, it is borderline criminal. And when I say borderline criminal, like, you can't go to jail for it, but it's just criminal, in that sense. It's just... Number 18, embracing haters and listening to them. Critics can make you stronger. Sometimes the best things in life are your critics, because everybody who agrees with you, nobody's going to tell you how it really is. That's why I like people in my life who tell me, oh, look at that. You could do this a better way. And then you take a look at it. You don't just dismiss it right away like you do. Okay? Just because you think that I'm out to get you, I'm not out to get you. Okay? I'm out to protect your holders. Okay? I'm looking out for the people. And if I see something that is better, can be done better, and be done smarter, like your token is just not good fiduciary responsibility for the holder. I don't know what you want. I'm not hating on you. 19, paying people to endorse world that do nothing. All this comes out of the holders because you have given them tokens as well. Who's this college wrestler that you gave tokens to? Darcy Donovan. She's done a few retweets. Like, seriously, do you think it's cool that you have like world ambassadors and it sounds cool, but they're not doing anything for you? They're not going out putting their name on the line. They're not making videos. Nobody's doing anything for you. You're not even doing it for you. So how can you expect them to? So, yeah. And last but not least, no outside revenue feeding the ecosystem, leading to Ponzonomics. And that's basically what it is. You need new money constantly coming in or else it's done. Because your LP is shrinking, your holders are getting more and more tokens, and it's just going to get ugly. Who's going to be the first one to sell? Who's going to be the first one to sell? And you know what? The worst part about this is you take absolutely no accountability ever. It's always somebody else's fault. Blame the Greek why World didn't make it. The reason World didn't make it is, yes, you have made mistakes. And to make mistakes is human. I'm not dissing that you have made mistakes. I'm dissing that you take a mistake and you just keep making it because and you make it over and over and over and over again because you know best and nobody else can tell you otherwise. Oh, rebasing's bad. You solved rebasing. So you make rebasing 2%. Make it the worst it can be. You made a mistake with the marketing. You made a mistake with the exchange. You've made a mistake here with the NFTs. And we keep telling you and telling you and telling you and telling you. And instead, you guys don't know what you're talking about. I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes accountability is key. And remember, it's not how you fall. I make tons of mistakes in my life, but it's about learning and growing from those mistakes. That's all. So world holders, do any of these 20 reasons point at the Greek for your demise? No. It points at one guy, your CEO. He's the one making the decisions for your token. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I release a new Greek video. I'm sorry. I'm just sick and tired of getting blamed for why you guys aren't making it. You want to make it? Look at the top. Leaders lead. Whiners whine. Excuse makers end up at the bottom. I love you all.